Dear worthy friends, good day to all of you. Relationship OCD is real, and its presence in any relationship makes it complex and very challenging to deal with. But what exactly is relationship OCD, and how does it hinder the essence of a meaningful relationship? The purpose of this video is only to make you aware that something like this exists. It is impossible for the person suffering through such intrusive thoughts to prevent it, so we need to be able to empathize with them and help them overcome it. In this YAW channel, we will talk about relationship OCD, what could be the possible causes and symptoms, and how one can get treated or help their partner with timely intervention. What is relationship OCD? Before we talk about relationship OCD, let me tell you about OCD, the obsessive compulsion disorder first. OCD is a type of mental disorder that causes the individual to do things frequently, such as rituals, washing hands, and being too obsessed about keeping things in order. Usually, people confuse the need for neatness and cleanliness with OCD, but it is way beyond that. Living with OCD is a distressing mental disorder and there is no quirk attached to it. Relationship OCD, on the other hand, can be termed as a subset of OCD wherein an individual feels too insecure in his or her relationship. They need constant reassurance about the permanence of their relationship, yet they fail to trust their partners. We often doubt our partners and get into arguments over being the possessive one in the relationship. However, what happens when all this and a lot more becomes an obsession? This kind of behavior becomes difficult for the other partner to digest, because they might find it irritating and overreacting, but in reality, it is something they cannot resist thinking about. There is another form of OCD in which the partner is obsessed with finding flaws or shortcomings in his or her partner. They can't focus on anything positive and always look at the dark side of the person. It will become badly affects their bonding. 5 things you must know about a person struggling through relationship OCD. Like other mental disorders, relationship OCD could also be a result of psychological and biological factors. When you are too dependent on your partner and cannot think about a world beyond them, when you feel incomplete without your partner, or when you fear abandonment and live under the constant insecurity of losing your partner, how do you think your relationship will shape out in the future? Knowing the situation a little better will certainly help our partner and ourselves. When we don't pay the much-needed attention, this kind of disorder aggravates and gets more serious. Timely intervention and some help can reduce the impact of OCD on your beautiful relationship. Here are a few things you can do or learn about a person dealing through a relationship with OCD. First, OCD is a mental disorder in which individuals are unable to stop obsessing over intrusive thoughts that make them helpless and restless. OCD could be a result of some childhood trauma, some severe trust issues, or just a clinical disorder. A person with OCD has a difficult time keeping their composure inside their head. Next thing is, the urge, anxietiness comes naturally and cannot be controlled in most cases. These polarizing thoughts handicap the individual beyond our imagination. Relationship OCD test. Following mentions are some common obsessions your partner might struggle with. First, what if he or she gets along with someone else? Second, what if he or she leaves me? Third, am I good enough for him or her, or is he or she appropriate for me? Fourth, will this relationship last forever? And the last, what will I do without him or her? Few common problems when you are in love with a person with relationship OCD that you really need to anticipate are trust issues, frequent need for reassurance, too overwhelming, mentally tiring to give constant attention, and lack of awareness creates misunderstanding. How to help someone with relationship OCD. I know mental disorders are challenging to understand, especially if you have never heard. If you really love your partner and you think something is wrong and is affecting your relationship, the trust issues, the constant need for assurance, then it is time to talk. You can always have a thoughtful conversation at length and try to get into the head of your partner, completely being non-judgmental. First, communication is the key. Talk to each other. Talk about how you feel about your situation. Provide a safe space for your partner to open up and express their feelings. Suppression hurts and aggregates such feelings. Dismission is even more dangerous in such cases. Next, it's always good to consult a counselor. There is no shame in seeking professional help. Mental health is as critical as our physical health, so why be ashamed of meeting a therapist if you have any trouble adjusting your mind? Obviously your mind is not blending well, maybe it's time for both of them to get a little rewired. Go for it. And the last thing you have to do is maintain a mood journal to understand the triggers. Understanding triggers is essential for any mental disorder. To conclude, we all need healthy and peaceful relationships, and for that, we need good mental health. Being aware and understanding the real problem will help us find a solution. Okay, dear worthy friends, please hit like and subscribe button, that's really mean to me. I hope by watching this video, you will get a brief idea about relationship OCD and how it can affect your relationship if things continue in the same fashion. Be aware, be there, and you can save your relationship. Never give up. Thank you for watching.